Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Speed Play Custom Robo Battle Revolution with Battlon. Alright, so this is my first attempt at a speed run for the game Custom Robo. Today is the first time I have ever tried doing a speed run, period. It's also my first recorded attempt of any speed run ever, period. So, I have my little SRL Speedruns live timer right up here on the top left. And you'll notice it says Introduction. If I expand it out, it'll actually say Day 1. So we're doing just the first day of this. I'm going to do this as close to a regular speedrun as I can while trying to do this 100%. And I'm not a speedrunner, so I'm going to do my very best. But it's my first speedrun. And if you guys like it, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And if this looks pretty good, I'll continue on with this series and I'll make it a real thing. Anyways, I have my timer set. And the time starts now. So, I'll fill you in the story a little bit. Basically, what's happening here is your dad calls you, and you're a little kid at this point. Male character, little kid. And your dad says that he's got to go far, far away. There's a job that only he can do. And it's your birthday, so he gives you this present, and the present is a special watch. And he tells you to never take it off, and to always wear it, and to remember him by it. So your dad ends up leaving, and he says, yeah, I've got work to do, I'm the only one that can do it, it's a job only I can do. It's very sad. Later on in the game you learn about why that happens. But right now, as a speedrun form, I'm just mashing through text with B. And then you wake up in your room, in your apartment, with Lucy, the landlord, who for some reason thinks it's okay to go diving into your room in the morning. There are a lot of scenes in this game that you can't skip, and speaking of skips, I haven't found a single one in the game. So if anyone knows anything, please let me know. But I looked online and I couldn't find anything. So here are the skills that you need to speedrun this game. One, you need to be able to mash the B button a lot, because that's how you skip through text. You also want to know where everything is in the story, and that, I mean, that's really important. That's just like a speedrun basic. If you don't know the storyline, you don't know where to go, you're in trouble. Other things, you need to get your timing down for certain setups for battles. And what I mean by this is you're going to realistically want to be using nothing but charges for the most part. And that's really all there is to it. You want to use charges, and then as you get better guns, you'll use guns. But for now, you're going to avoid using guns, period, as much as possible. Unless your opponent has, like, very little life. Alright, so what's happening right here is we want to get a job, and Ernest runs Steelhearts, which is a bounty hunter place, and Harry is a bounty hunter. And, we don't have a robo, so we tried to get a job, and they were like, have you ever done this? No. Do you have a robo? No. Okay, well then how do you expect to do this? We're like, I don't know, just give me a job. Give me a robo. I can do it. Put me in, coach. Alright. Alright, so here's how this is going to work. So the police are fighting these burglars who are trying to steal this special robo from the lab here. And in this lab, what they do is they make special robos, like the ones they're battling with right now. So, Steelhearts has a bad reputation. Everyone calls them bottom feeders and says that they're the bounty hunters that pick up the slack only for the lowest of the low jobs. Which I find ironic because the police in this game are really, really bad at doing their job. Your character is clueless as to what's going on at this point in the game. So what's really happening is you're getting filled in on the basics. This is basically the tutorial for the game. So, your character's like, what are they doing? And Linda's like, they're fighting. And you're like, no, they're not. And then she tells you about the Holosseum, which is where all the robos battle. And you see a little box over there, and you're like, ooh, robos. And she's like, why don't you go help Harry? And I'm like, okay. So you talk to Harry, and he's like, what did you, oh! And he gets distracted, and he falls. It's bad. Anyways, so the guy's like, wow, you're pretty bad. Can I go home now? And you're asking him what's going on. And this is the robo they were actually trying to steal. Better press it! Alright. So now I'm the only person that can use that robo. It's registered to me. And because of that, you get to have a job. Without that, you have no job. because you don't have a Robo. So this is how you get your Robo. Now, like I said, these fights you do best if you use charges, and you want to try and set the... Oh, that was a bad location to start at. Off to a good start. I tried to stall him with the pod there. Oh, I spaced it wrong. So I'm trying to maximize damage here, and I'm trying to get setups for my... Oh, freaking A. I'm trying to get as much damage in as I can. Usually I can get this fight 100%, but I'm trying too hard to go fast. And I missed a pod there. So the setup I'm trying to use is I'm trying to do charges out of pod blasts. So you do charge, pod blast, charge. At least at this stage of the game because of the pod that you have available. It'll deal a tiny bit more damage than if you just do the charge because they don't go invincible until after they get hit by the charge. And this is everything I was able to find out just by doing a tiny test of my own. Now here's the thing, there's like no speedrun community for this game. There's one guy named like Crystal Chaos or something who did a run of it, and I haven't found anything else. There were a bunch of people talking about it online on SRL and SDA, which is the Speed Demos Archive. But so far, no one had a clue what they were talking about. Oh, I messed it up! There we go. Oh, I hit myself with the pod. Crap! You can tell I haven't done speedrun before, can't you? There we go. Come back here. I'm gonna get you. Alright, sweet. That was a lot better than the first fight. First one was really bad. Yeah, so I know for a fact I can be shaving time off these fights. But again, this is the first run I'm trying, and this is like a pilot to see if people actually want to see this, because if you do, I'll keep recording it. And it's really what it comes down to. Alright, next fight. As you go, you're going to realize that there are some builds that you have that are really good against other ones, and some that are really bad against other ones. I should have just hit start instead of doing that. I just lost like a fragment of a second. And every second counts in a speed run. Oh, perfect. Alright, I'll get a quick setup. How did I... Oh, right, because he's... Alright, so this type of Robo is the same as the one we have. Oh my gosh, my timing is so off on this. So they have different weights, and because of that, they take a different amount of time after getting hit by a charge. Oh, come on. Alright, wow. I lost probably about 3 or 4 seconds just on having to shoot alone. I messed up one of my techs there. My little pod into charge tech. Alright, we got the twin flank pod. I'm actually not going to switch it out because it doesn't help me right now. At least to the best of my knowledge, I don't know. For all I know, it could be very helpful. Alright, once you get the three-way gun though, I'm totally going to go get the pods and stuff. You waste time by doing it that way otherwise. I don't feel like wasting any time. Alright. I think this is the last battle before we have to talk to all the researchers. Alright, so this guy is a little bit heavier. So I should be able to pull that little technique off, but he seems to be bouncing really high. Oh, I messed up. Ah! Come here. Alright, I think we should be able to kill him with one more. Oh, I messed it up. Missing that tech. Alright, we got him. Lost a couple seconds, but you know what? Whatever. We're good. We're actually not making horrible time. I mean, to be fair, I have no idea what real time is because there's only one speed run of this. Alright, now is everybody. The game saves for you. And that's that. Alright, so this is Myra. This is Harry's sister, who kind of looks like a brother. And that's Roy, who's one of the police guys. Myra's the captain, apparently. And who is it, your brother? No, that's his older sister. And then Linda comes back to talk. Linda's like, Harry, are you hurt? Oh, sorry, Harry, you may have embarrassed yourself in front of Linda. Alright, so my name is A. A because the fastest name I could throw in there, and I made mistakes inputting my name. Wow. Rookie mistakes. With a little bit of practice, I think I could probably get this section in like 10 minutes or so, maybe. I don't know. Maybe like 10 and a half. There's a lot of text in this section. No! Wow, I just wasted so much time. Well, at least I know some ways I can speed up my run. Alright, so here's what you have to do. You have to talk to all the researchers, and these are the guys that are working on the robos that you fight with. They're doing research on them. The one that you just fought with, the Rayo 1, was their new prototype, and it was what was being attempted, what they were trying to steal, rather. So, those burglars were trying to get the robo that you now fight with. And you have to talk to all the lab techs before they'll let you move on to the next section. So just mash through the text here. Alright, and that should be... Oh, almost missed this one. Alright. And then you can go talk to Harry. And you're done. Alright. So then you go back to Steelhearts. And you actually have to do the running here. A lot of these are automatic, so the game does the walking for you. But this time you have to do it yourself. Alright, so you got the job, but the pay sucks. And that is day 1. So if you enjoyed this, please leave a comment below letting me know. If you did, I will continue doing this. But for now, that was day 1, and I will see you guys next time.